Good morning. You have a good night? Okay. I'm gonna get up. All right. Good morning. Finally. What are you doing? Hello? What are you doing? Okay. I have a headache. Hence why it took me so long to finally speak to the camera. What am I saying? Okay, it's Monday. If you couldn't tell by how non-functional I am right now. It's Monday. I have a very long day ahead. I'm still very tired, and it's 10 o'clock. I've been awake for 3 hours now. I woke up at 7. I got ready, y'all saw that. I ate my breakfast. I gave my baby his breakfast. I didn't record it, but I should have. I need y'all to hear the way my child yells at me when I'm taking too long to give him his food. And it's not even like he yells at me because like it's past his breakfast time. He sees me walk to the cupboard that he knows I keep his food in, and the minute he sees it open, just yelling at me. And I'm just like, sir, I promise you, you are the love of my life, the light of my world. Stop yelling at me like you're crazy. No, I'm kidding. I love him so much. But yeah, it was, next time I vlog, I'm gonna record it. I didn't record it because my phone was in the bathroom, but insanity. Anyway, what do I have to do today? Today is a teaching day. Y'all are gonna see me yawn a lot. in this vlog. I can tell you right now. Today is a teaching day. The class I teach meets on Mondays and Wednesdays. And so I have to leave my house in like an hour. But thankfully, so the way I have structured the weeks of the class, since we meet twice a week, is one day is a lecture and the other day is just like purely class discussion on like whatever we've covered in the lecture prior. So thankfully today is not a lecture day, so I don't have to stand up there and go through a PowerPoint. More importantly, I didn't have to make a PowerPoint this weekend. Today was not a lecture day. Today is a discussion day, and we're also going to watch a TED Talk. And last class, we watched an episode of a PBS documentary. And over the weekend, I also had them take the race implicit association test, the IAT. So we have a lot to discuss today, which I'm hoping my class is like really talkative, and there's a lot of them. I have a full class. I have 55 students, which is like crazy. But I am hoping that because there are so many of them, and because they all apparently, or not all, most of them seem to like sharing their opinions. And we have a lot to discuss because last class, the episode ran until the end of the period. So we didn't get a chance to discuss it. And then we have the IAT and then the TED Talk that we're gonna watch today. So we have 3 things to discuss. Oh, and I'm also doing like an activity with them. If you couldn't tell, I really like interactive classes. I hate lectures. I really love interactive classes. So I'm hoping with all of that, we will have enough discussion to run the whole hour and 40 minutes. But I am, just in case, going to just write out a brief structure for myself on what I want to have, like how I want the class to flow. That's something that I find is really helpful for me on non-lecture days. I'm saying that like I'm halfway through the semester. We're also on like the 3rd week of the semester. I forgot to mention that. It's the 3rd week of the semester. Good boy. That was amazing. I love you so much. I have to praise him every time he actually uses his scratching post. So that he knows that that's what I want him to do. I forgot what I was talking about. Something about the flow of the class. I don't remember. God, I need to take something for this headache. I was hoping that it would just go away. Oh, it's a baby. I was really hoping that the headache would just go away after I ate, but it's not. So I'm gonna have to take something. Some Tylenol or something. Because it's really hindering my ability to focus, the pain. Anyway, on to the next whatever, because I don't remember what I was talking about. After class, I have to head to my externship. My externship from last year, because today is our, they're not calling it an orientation, but essentially an orientation. My orientation for my new externship at the VA was this past Friday, and it was like an all-day thing, 8 to 4:30. And y'all, it took so much out of me. It was the first time I had to wake up at 5:30, and it was the first time I've had to wake up that early for like work in like, oh my God, when was the last time I woke up at 5:30 for work? That had to be like 2019. Yeah, because when I was working full time before I started my master's program, and I would wake up at like 5:30, 6 o'clock every day. I have not woken up at 5:30 for work since 2019. And when I tell you I was mad, I was so mad. I woke up angry at my alarm. Even though I set my alarm for 5:30, I woke up angry that I woke up at 5:30. Anyway, whoa, not the point of what I was saying. How did I get on this? Waking up, oh, orientation. My orientation for my VA externship was on Friday. Orientation for my externship that I was at last year that I'm continuing this year is today. And so that's where I have to go after class. And so yeah, I'm gonna be out and about for quite a bit. But before I do any of that, I have emails to answer. And I'm really gonna have to organize myself for this class because my brain is all over the place today. I can't keep track of a single thought that I'm having, apparently. My focus and attention are just off the rails today. So I'm gonna go do that and also take some Tylenol for my head. And I will be back. I need us to take a moment to admire the loaf in the window. He is just the sweetest thing. Benito, baby. Hi. Hi. He looks so annoyed that I called his name. I disturbed the loaf. Okay, has my headache gone away? Absolutely not, but I have to leave. So I'm about to go. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. I love you. I see you later. I see you later. All right, so before we get started, I want to say that now that dropout is over, we're a full class of 55. So if you've joined in the past week, hi, happy for you to be here. But because we're now a full class, that means we've also added a second TA. So I just want her to introduce herself really quickly. The second thing is also, now that dropout is over, I've gone ahead and posted the sign-up sheet for the presentations. So you'll see that on the home page in the week 3 module. If you click on that, it'll open up this. A few of you have already found it. That's great. Before we really get into talking about the disorders and talking about diagnosis and treatment, I think it's really important for us to spend a little bit of time just sort of exploring our own potential biases, privileges, that can come into play when we're thinking about these disorders. Even though a lot of us might hold identities that, you know, are marginalized or minoritized, that doesn't mean we don't have privileges in some way, shape, or form. And so I thought it would be just like an interesting activity to do a cultural self-assessment. Has anyone heard of that before or has done one? So yeah, thank you all for a lovely discussion today. You only have one reading for next class, and it's already up on Canvas. It's the Snowden reading. So yeah, I'll see you on Wednesday. Thank you. Off to orientation. Orientation is over. I'm walking home. It's like 4:45, 4:50, and I was so excited to just like go home and turn my brain off. But tell me why I literally remembered as I'm walking home that I have a meeting at 5 for a paper that I signed up to work on with my advisor and a couple of other people in my lab. And I'm so mad at myself because I just want to sit down and be a potato and play Animal Crossing. I've recently bought a Switch for myself, a Nintendo Switch, and I started playing Animal Crossing and I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with it. I know I'm late, but I'm obsessed. And that's what I was looking forward to doing and eating, because I haven't eaten since this morning. My headache hasn't gone away, so I've been struggling today. But I have a meeting at 5, so I'm gonna do that first, and then I'm gonna do all the other things that I actually want to do. Hi, baby. Hi. How was your day? How was your day, my love? Did you have a good day? Where you at? Where you going? Hi. Hi, baby. This is the best I can do for now. My meeting starts in 3 minutes. I'm so tired. What are you doing over there? Yeah? Oh my god, you're so big now. Hi. You gonna come up? Come on. Up. There you go. Hi, baby. Oh, my big boy. Hi.
Hey, I'm here, yay! Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Having our regular meetings and just connections, and you know, hope that like we can make the most of virtual meetings and there goes Daddy. He made an appearance, so cute. Yeah. So for this project, this is something that I have been talking to the editor of the journal. So that's kind of like the idea or the motivation behind this paper.
Okay, meeting's over. It's 5:50. I desperately need to eat something. Every time. I also have a bunch of emails that have been sitting in my inbox because I haven't been able to sit down and look at my email since this morning, and it's always when like I can't look at my email and respond to people is when my inbox gets flooded with emails from people that need responses like very soon. But they're gonna have to wait another like 30-45 minutes because I need to eat food and just sit here in silence for a while. So I'm gonna come back later at some point to talk about how my day actually was and then close out the vlog. But until then, stay right there. Hi. I'm sorry, am I disturbing you? Am I disturbing you by speaking? Anyway, I'm in bed. I have been for like 20 minutes now. It's 9:30, I think is what my microwave says. I finished eating and then I answered all the emails that I needed to answer, and started just like organizing myself for tomorrow, and then was going to work on some internship stuff, but by that point it was like 8:30. And I'm spent for the day. My headache has finally gone away. I don't know what it was. I wish it would have gone away sooner, but it didn't. It went away. I think like 8 o'clock is when I noticed that, sometime around 8 is when I noticed that my head was no longer hurting. But yeah, by 8:30 I was done for the day. And so I went to go shower and get ready for bed. And I just got off the phone with my mom. Ooh, big stretch. Big stretch. Hi. Yes. I know. It's cuddle time. We cuddle every night before we go to sleep. And he's annoyed right now because I'm doing this when we should be cuddling. But I didn't want to, I guess, just like review my day. Why the group chat is blowing up right now. So as y'all saw, it was a very long day. But yeah, so that paper, my advisor emailed us like a week into the semester and was like, hey, I just got invited to write this paper by this journal. I'm thinking this would be a really good opportunity to like include y'all and like tie in all of the research y'all are doing, because I think I've said this before, but like even though in my lab like everyone's researching different things, the overarching theme of the lab is mental health equity, and thus we are all doing research in some aspect of mental health within marginalized and minoritized communities. And that's what the article is basically going to be about. And so she's like, this would be a perfect opportunity to like tie in all of y'all's research and get your names out there as well. And of course, in typical JoJo fashion, I cannot say no to things when people ask me to do something. And so I said yes to helping with the paper. But like in the meeting today, she was just going over sort of like overall structure and what she's hoping the final product will look like. The paper is going to be like relatively short. It's not going to be a long paper by any means. And so everyone's sections should, I'm like rubbing my face. I'm self-soothing right now. Everyone's sections are going to be about 750 words. So not long at all. It's going to be like max 3,000 words. 4,000 actually, I think is what she said. Max like 4,000 word paper. So yeah, everyone's section should work out to be about 750 words. And that in like 3 months, I think I can do. So yeah, that was that meeting. And then orientation went well. The first part of it was just like a little like cocktail hour sort of meet and greet so that everyone could just introduce themselves to one another. They also called in, like hired a photographer to take our headshots for the website. So everyone got free headshots done today. And then we just had, the structured part of orientation. But yeah, that was it. So that was my day. And I'm very tired, so I'm going to call it a night here. I hope today was interesting. I feel like today might have been interesting to watch. So yeah, thank you for watching, especially if you made it all the way to the end. I truly appreciate it. Leave me a comment down below if you have any questions or suggestions for future videos. And as always, like, share, and subscribe, and click that little notification bell so you don't miss my next upload. And I'll see you in my next one. Say goodnight, Benito. He says goodnight.